Alright, we're back to doing the next one. Remember, you can solve this doing elimination if you want to. I recommend splitting it up so that way you can practice both methods. But we're going to do substitution because that's what it's asking for on the study guide. The reason it's asking for substitution is because it's set up to substitute very nicely. But you don't have to do substitution. You can do it any way you want. It's saying that x is 4y. So since it's telling us exactly what x is, we can put that 4y in the x spot. So if x is 4y, then that means that I can take the 4y and put it where the x is in the top equation. So substitution means that you can substitute out one of the letters to get rid of it. Now, I'm going to go back to solving it. I don't see any distribution because there's no parentheses. So I'm going to go straight to, I'm going to go straight to combine like terms. Before I do that, I forgot this guy right here. I guess there's a little bit of distribution. Most of the times you'll see your teachers write it like this. The bright side of using the parentheses is you remember to distribute the 5. 5 times 4y is 20y. I'm going to bring down my minus 3y. Here's a strategy to help keep track of what you're bringing down. Notice how I put the lines, and I underlined to make sure that I brought everything down. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. 20y minus 3y is 17y. And then I'm going to keep bringing down my equals 17. I don't want to forget it. The last thing we need to do is figure out what one of the y's equal. We know 17 of them is going to give us 17, but we got to figure out what one of them equals. This actually would have a 1 in front of it. It's just we don't usually write the 1 in front of it because you can see that it's 1y. And in order to figure out what one of them equals, we're going to divide both sides by 17. That's going to give us y equals 1. I'm going to go back through real quick and make sure I got everything. It looks pretty good. Okay, so your last step is going to be to substitute it to figure out what x is. So, I substituted to figure out y. Now I'm going to substitute to figure out what x is. You can pick the top equation or the bottom equation. It doesn't matter which one. I kind of want a challenge, so I'm going to pick the top one. So I'm going to rewrite 5x minus 3y equals 17. And then I'm going to write that y equals 1 to help me remember. Now that y equals 1 means that I can take this guy and put it in the y spot. Because y equals 1 means y is 1. Remember, when I'm putting that in that spot, it is actually multiplication. Now I can go through solving my equation. 3 times 1 is 3. And I'm bringing everything else down. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. My constant wants to be with the 7. When I go across the equal sign, I have to add. That's why I usually do the line of opposites to remind me that I have to add when I go across the equal sign. It was negative 3, now it's plus 3. So it's the line of opposites. When you go across the equal sign, you have to change it. If it's negative 3, it'll be positive 3. 17 plus 3 is 20. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 5 because I'm going across the line of opposites. It was 5x's. I only want 1x. So x equals 4. Now remember, you can always check your work by doing a different method to solve. I hope this helps.